Spotify pays artists less than a penny per stream, calls it fair compensation. Low fidelity All Stars Jam 2 Battle Flag. But the real fight is musicians getting paid. Stream it 42 million times and they might afford lunch.
Spain targets 55 billion euros in net debt for 2026, calls it stability. Because nothing spells economic stability like borrowing billions and hoping for the best. Keep calm and carry debt, Spain.
Trump signs executive order punishing states for AI laws because nothing says freedom like federal overreach. Apparently, the land of the free now comes with an asterisk. Terms and conditions apply, especially if you dare to regulate technology.
India's inflation rate rises slightly. Central bank still dreams of 4%. Because nothing screams economic stability like hoping your inflation rate behaves while you play the interest rate lottery.
Neo-folk band Amorphati releases new album, promises eternal angst. Because nothing says timeless like brooding acoustic tunes that make your existential crisis feel like a cozy fireside chat with Nietzsche.
Dresden's Christmas market boosts security, fearing tinsel-loving terrorists. Because nothing says season's greetings like a metal detector and a frisking at the entrance of your favorite mulled wine stall.
EU delays petrol car sales ban to 2040, calls it progress. The EU's idea of progress is like trying to run a marathon in flip-flops. You're still moving, but good luck finishing the race.
Wall Street predicts slight oil price drop in 2026 despite current surplus. When Wall Street starts predicting oil prices, it's like a weatherman calling for sunshine during a hurricane. Odds are, someone's getting drenched.
Mother Nature's mood swings.
Egypt and Iran decry Seattle's World Cup Pride match, demand tradition. Apparently, love and inclusivity on a soccer pitch are too flashy for countries still clinging to a sepia-toned past.
EU slashes ESG rules under US pressure, hopes to boost trade. It seems protecting the planet is negotiable when Uncle Sam decides your environmental conscience needs a little freedom adjustment.
Texas towns hire bear whisperers for $100 K, hoping to turn Ursian invaders into tourist attractions. From backyard raids to selfie opportunities, the bears are living the American dream, while locals wonder if they're the real endangered species.
L. Madison drops Nightmares at Midnight, promising a sonic adventure that keeps you awake and questioning your life choices. Like a musical caffeine hit, it's designed to make you dance while you ponder existential dread all before your morning coffee.
US unveils new national security strategy, and Beijing, Moscow, and Tehran roll their eyes in synchronized exasperation. When your strategy is as predictable as a Hollywood reboot, even your adversaries start rooting for a plot twist.
Ludwig demands US stop accepting below-average immigrants while clutching a gold card from the Trump Economy Club. Because nothing screams economic genius like blaming the most vulnerable while sipping champagne in a gilded boardroom.
Germany claims Putin has no plan to restore USSR or attack NATO, insists it's all hugs and handshake.
Supreme Court might rule Trump's tariffs illegal, threatening $30 trillion Treasury market. If tariffs tumble, Wall Street's queasiness might resemble a roller coaster, upside down, stomach churning, and somehow still costing you an arm and a leg.
Democrat wins Miami mayor's race, breaking a 30-year Republican streak. Miami's blue wave is like finding a palm tree in a snowstorm, unexpected, rare, and bound to make some folks slip.
Brexit's like buying a ticket to a concert that got cancelled, but politicians are still selling t-shirts at the merch table.
Reddit user proposes alternatives to labor strikes, hoping to reinvent the wheel without any of the traction. Because replacing strikes with handshakes is like swapping a fire extinguisher for a wet napkin, both leave you burned.
Reddit user submits Pathfinder by Hidden One, hoping to lead listeners into a maze of progressive beats.
Reddit user posts Smashing Pumpkins, Here Is No Why, then waits for upvotes like a goth at a beach party. Because nothing screams existential dread like sharing 90s alt-rock on a platform run by the whims of the algorithm gods.
Cardinal shares spike 12% post-IPO, then celebrate with a champagne toast to capitalism. Nothing says, we're fixing bridges like a stock market rally, where the only pothole is in your investment strategy.
Diddy's twins silence comments over 50 Cent, then post another TikTok. In the world of digital drama, sometimes the only way to keep peace is to hit mute and dance through the chaos.
Miami elects first woman mayor. Higgins defeats Gonzalez, then calls it a new dawn. Finally, a glass ceiling shattered by the heels of progress, not just the sledgehammers of rhetoric.
Democrats claim credit for funding they oppose, then call it strategic compromise. It's like burning down the house and bragging about the marshmallows you roasted in the ashes.
Britain threatened to defund ICC over Netanyahu warrant valuing diplomacy over justice. When the price of immunity is a nation's budget, it seems justice is only served if the check clears first.
Wisconsin judicial panels to decide new congressional maps defying voter input. Democracy's latest plot twist, maps drawn by folks in robes, proving once again that in America, your district might just be judged by its cover.
House Dems release Epstein estate photos showing Trump and Clinton, then claim transparency. Politicians play peekaboo with accountability, revealing just enough to keep us guessing, while the real truth hides behind locked doors and private jets.
While the world spins in chaos, at least our playlists are a sanctuary of beats and ethereal whispers.
Morgan Stanley strategist predicts stock growth in 2026, banks on Fed easing. If Wall Street optimism were currency, we'd be drowning in champagne dreams while the rest clutch their empty glasses.
Federal judge stops Trump's National Guard in California, calling it a power grab. When even the judiciary's got to babysit the commander-in-chief, you know the checks are bouncing harder than a rubber ball.
When xenophobia doubles as a military strategy, the only thing getting launched is common sense, and maybe a few international incidents.
Trump declares affordability a hoax, then veers off message in economic speech.
King Buffalo releases Dead Star, promises to rock you into the cosmic void. When your music genre sounds like a NASA mission, the only thing missing is a countdown to launch.
Tattoo influencer falls from 9th floor, proving gravity doesn't care about your follower count.
AI picks Amazon for Christmas shopping, even if you beg it for a touch of indie charm. Looks like your holiday spirit comes gift wrapped in corporate convenience with a side of algorithmic bias.
Israeli scientists claim discovery to cut carbon emissions, solve climate crisis with a wink. If only the planet could run on press releases and promises, we'd be net zero by yesterday.
India establishes its own air quality standards, dismissing global rankings as unofficial. When your air is thick enough to chew, just redefine fresh, because denial is the new clean.
Trump declares he's sick of peace meetings as Zelensky unveils a new plan. When peace talks feel like a chore, maybe it's time to consider a new job description, one that doesn't involve, global stability.
USDA lowers cattle price outlook, blames Tyson plant closure. When mega corporations control your stake, expect the sizzle of competition to get grilled into oblivion.
Spotify reports 42% of classic rock fans can't name any band members. When even your nostalgia playlist gets ghosted, it's time to face the music. Your glory days are officially on shuffle.
Stock investors fear AI bubble burst despite Fed's soothing words. When your financial strategy involves hoping Skynet doesn't crash your portfolio, you might want to reconsider your life choices.
FDI announces 48 KMMs plus 16 Aster missiles on board, calls it peacekeeping, because nothing says we come in peace like a floating arsenal with enough firepower to start its own fireworks factory.
Bitcoin Firm 21 drops 24% post-merger, then calls it a strategic alignment. It's like watching a magic trick where the rabbit disappears, but all you're left with is a pile of shredded stock certificates.
Democrat Eileen Higgins wins Miami mayoral race, ending nearly 30 years of GOP control. It's like finding a unicorn in your backyard after decades of only seeing elephants trample the lawn.
L&G foresees credit market troubles by 2026, while equities get a pass. When your financial advisor worries more about credit than equities, it's like fretting over the Titanic's deck chairs instead of the iceberg.
Ryan Coogler turns down Academy invite, citing Oscar snubs and lack of interest in judging. When the Oscars snub you, it's like being left off the invite list to a party where everyone's judging your dance moves anyway.
Disney slaps Google with AI copyright cease and desist, claiming its magic is being pirated. When a mouse fights a search engine, it's like watching a fairy tale where the dragon's a server farm and the knight's a lawyer.
Slotkin demands Pentagon release boat strike video, then questions shifting survivor tactics. When a video becomes a ghost, transparency is just a haunting word, and the Pentagon's playbook turns into a choose-your-own adventure.